Yeah, Sanjeev, you can speak.
So we've started the recording. Good evening, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this session. We are once again back with William sir to take us into the fascinating world of Panchapakshi. I think these are run-up sessions for our webinar, and over to you, sir, for more on the matter.
Yeah, just a second. Do the prayers. Ganapati Kavin Kavina Bimasravastamam Deshtarajam Brahmanam Naspata Ashranam Vidasi Dasadani Trino Devi Saraswati Vajebe Vajini Vadi Dinamavitra Vadu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswati Namaha Sri Guru Hari Om Bhargavasvaha Tatsavitodare number Godevisya Dhimhya Pachadu Madik Sumai Mungai Vidacha Guru Shukasan in the Sarak again. Absence to all the Panchapakshi Gurus. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. Okay. This is the previous session. We had an introductory session. Then we had one on Ashtakarma and Chakra and the Sapta Chakra. So this will be a continuation of it. So I think by now you all should have known. So there are five Pakshis. There are five functions. The day, five functions in the night. There are Sukshma functions also. So 25 in the day, 25 in the night. With five birds, it's about 250 functions. Okay. Okay, 250 functions. So here with this, it is just not the birds. The birds only tell you when it's a good period, when it's a bad period, if it's a good day, a bad day, or when it's a good time, bad time. What must be done in a particular day? What is so suitable for you? Today, what is actually can be done? Doesn't mean today is a good day, I can do anything. There must be a quality of a day. It is suitable for what? It is what we learn in Ashtakanma or Ashtakarma. So in that we learned what I say today is for Akarshan, or is for Vedana, for Vashya, or for whatever purpose we do. So it is the suitability of the day, and what must be done is we learned in Ashtakarma. So now little more we will go into the other aspects, uses of Panchapakshi. We will try to see today what can we be seeing. We'll be seeing the living pharmacy of the five birds. How the herbs are connected to the birds, the temples, not just five temples. I will just tell you the five temples, but every other temples you must know to choose. So the five temples, then mantra. I will start with Om Namah Shivaya. The Siddhas have given everything about Om Namah Shivaya. And a very important one technique I'll be teaching, very interesting technique. It is the 8 directional yoni or wombs. Maybe. So, okay, we'll go into the main session. Okay. The birds. This is, if you see the birds around us, all over the world, you can see the symbols of the birds throughout the world. You can see peacock is, I think, our national bird. Owl is for wisdom. Peacock is generally resembles sovereign power, beauty. Crow is for intelligence. It's the cosmic communicator. The hen is the sacred awakening, and the vulture is for detachment, transformation, rebirth. I'm just giving an introduction on the birds. Okay, peacock is the national bird. Myanmar is the national emblem. In Subramania, it is its vehicle, and Krishna's crown. So you have many things. The raven is Bhutan's national bird, and the royal crown. In Japan, it has been used. In Apollo's oracle crow, Pitru is very important. You know how important is the Pitru there with us. Cock, rooster, or technically it is the hen. So it is the Gallic rooster, national emblem of France. Sri Lanka, it is a jungle fowl. Zoroastrian is very important. European churches, the symbol Chinese zodiac rooster is one of the, I think, 12 symbols of birds and animals. Owl, owl, it is related to Mahalakshmi, Greece, Athens, Minerva, many other places. It is used. Vulture, vulture, for many purposes, supposed to be Saturn's Vahana. It is for many other things. It is used. So these birds are very, very sacred birds. If you take it in our culture, peacock is peacock and hen and cock is very important. It's both ruled by Skanda or Muruga or Subramanya. Crow is a Pitra Devatas, very close to Saturn, Shraddha Devata, Dhumavati, and maybe Egyptian gods. You can see the connection. Owl, it is Lakshmi Vahana, Athena, Minerva, Egyptian hieroglyphics. It is very, very symbolic. Vulture, Jatayu, you know the story of Jatayu and Sampati, and in many Norse tradition, Egyptian tradition, all these 5 birds are very, very particular. As I told you, this why birds, not animals? It is a Prana Shakti. These represent the Prana Shakti. So it is mostly they are the Vayu or they rule the space. So that way they are not symbolized by an animal, they are symbolized by a particular bird. So if we can go into the deeper aspects of the birds, owls, symbol of every university. Peacock is NB television. You have many places where these are used as logos, symbols in every part of the world. I'm not going into the detail. I'm just showing how important are these birds compared to any other. Many other birds are used, but these have a direct, big, very deep philosophical reason why they are kept. The peacock is the sovereign fire. The cosmic intelligence is the crow. The sacred timekeeper is the hen. The hidden wisdom is the owl, and the sacred transformation is the vulture. Okay, it is, if you can split up the Nama, Shiva, the Panchakshara, the owls will be ruling them. If you can go more later, I can split everything in the world will be with the Panchakshara and to everything else. Either the Mula Mantra, the Chakra, the color, old, Sthala, everything will come down to bird. The gemstone, anything which it's not 9 planets, it is 8, it come down to Panchapakshi. Okay, if I have to tell you the esoteric meaning, I have to give you a bit about the esoteric stuff of the bird. It means vulture. Many people misunderstand. Is it vulture? Is it eagle? In Tamil, it's given as Vallur. Some people translate it as eagle and vulture. But if we go into the characteristics, the earth element it rules, typically it will be a vulture. It is the great recycler of matter, not the bird of death, the bird that transforms death into nourishment. Brahma's own vehicle, not from creation of this. So it is a very important Mooladhara sovereign, a very, very important bird. Owl, it is a hidden knowledge. All secrets are related to owl. And anybody born in an owl at the night, it has a lot of significance. Crow, crow is supposed to be the communicator. It brings people together, organizations together in one aspect. And in the Shraddha ceremony for Saturn, we know how important is the crow. And it is the Avekana, the great Avekana. Peacock is it's a grace, the beauty. And there are many esoteric and tantric related to each of these birds. So these are not simple why of all the birds, these 5 birds, each is a very important historic, occult, tantric meaning, very deep meaning why only these 5 birds, and they're all related to a particular tattva, just not a tattva, a particular aspect of creation. So it is like the ruling Srishti Brahma, or the eating Sthiti Vishnu, walking Samara Rudras, the sleeping, the function, the 3 avastas, the 5 birds, and then we come to the 5 function. So the birds have ruling, eating, walking, sleeping, and dying. So each is one aspect of creation. One is the Srishti, Brahma, one is the Sthiti Vishnu, one is the walking function is Samara Rudra, the sleeping function is Tirobhava Maheshwara, and the dying is Anub. Actually, it is misunderstood, the dying bird. But actually, what the Siddhas, I have a separate slide to explain to you what is a dying bird. It is supposed to be the Sadashiva Anugraha. It is the period of silence before them. It is supposed to be your inner peace. Actually, in meditation, you are supposed to find the stillness. You have to find that quiet quietness. So it is rather it's called your deep sleep state, sleep and deep sleep state, the delta state. No, the delta state is the dying state. You've seen a movie, Delta State, where you have all your powers. First, for manifesting everything into life, you have to get into the Delta state. So it is just not a dying state. The very important, it's called Sadashiva Anubhara. So it's very, very secret. For material purpose, this might be like a dying state, but the body is become still, but you are connecting with the highest self in dying. So this is a very, very big secret. What is dying? So many people think it's a very bad period. So it's a state of Turiya. It's a very deep inner practice where you can surrender. So how to use each of these periods in a day, which is 2 hours, 24 minutes, about 2.5 hours, very, very important. So this dying phase, many people get scared. What is this? But it is supposed to be the state of Turiya, or I will say it's Turiya Tita. It's a very, very important phase. So this is about, before we go into, anybody has any doubts, we will go into this. Just an introduction about the birds, about the grandeur of how the birds is being used in many parts of the world. So I just wanted to say the birds and this function before we go.
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Avasta, the sleeping and the dying, both are of the same state, you mean to say that?
No, sleeping is different. Death is different.
Because dying, actually, while discussing, you mentioned that Sadashiva. Okay. So even you explain that as in a delta state. So, how it will be different between the sleeping and the dying, sir, actually? Means both are of no activity, right?
See, in strength, I can explain to you in many ways. One is strength of the breath. In ruling, it is 100. So it goes like eating, there is a strength, walking, there is a strength. So dying, will come to 0 strength. In sleeping, it is 12.5 strength. So the strength of the bird, you can take it in strength also. So the strength of the bird, you can tell it is completely very strong when it is ruling. So it is 75% eating, 50% it is in walking. So it comes down to about 25% or 12. I forgot the exact answer. 12.5, I think, is the ratio. And dying becomes 0. There's no.
Thank you.
The bird is absolutely without any strength. Okay. Yeah. So anybody else? Any doubt?
Sir, just a quick one. Does that mean that if we are, during the dying state, if somebody wants to practice deep meditative practices, it would be a good time?
Yeah. So what happens, you should know which to do it. In the ruling period, when your vibe, your biorhythm is at the maximum, to do something very, very active. To physically, mentally, where you have to be very, very active. To be very productive is the ruling or eating time. You want to meditate, you want to relax, you want to sleep, you can't use the sleeping time for that. You want to do some research things where very less physical activities involved. I will say it is sleeping and the dying periods too. Meditation, definitely meditation, where you want to silent, you want to relax, you want to rejuvenate yourself in those things. The sleeping and dying will be used. See, again, you must know it is not 5 birds, 5 functions, and then there is 5 sub-functions of each bird, and then Ashtakarma. You must understand. It's not just 5 birds. It is this is first part. Second part is the 8 karmas. So each day is given a particular karma. What can be done depending on your the day, the tithi, the nakshatra. What can be done at the exact moment in the lagna. So whether the bird is in my favor or an enemy is one aspect. What can be done that day? What is the day suitable for? Is it for Mohana, or it was Stambhana, it's for Vedana, it is for Vigveshana, Akarsham, Vashikaran, what is it? There is the fusion of the nakshatra, day and tithi. Will give you what is the day suitable for. Always that is you must know first the day is for. And if the day is my ruling day, then whatever is the Ashtakarma allowing, I can do it for him. So the Ashtakarma allows what is to be done, and my bird, whether it is suitable for me or not, it will tell, and then the function of the bird will get into the time. The sukshma of the bird is the most secret. The biggest secret is the sukshma. It is not in the primary function. There is a sub-function and a sub-bird also. It's not just a sub-function. There is a sub-bird also. So every bird, just like a Dasa, Bhukti, and Antara, there will be a sub-function and a sub-bird also, which will come down to 12 minutes also.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So now that you were telling like each bird or each day has its own significance. So in that way, say for example, the owl today, it might for the owl it may not be the suitable thing, but according to the day tithi, it is suitable. So which one should we consider? The Pakshi part?
See, for generally, for any first aspect, the day must be suitable for you first. First, is the day suitable for me? That is the first important thing you have to.
Okay.
Okay, the day is suitable for me, but what should I do? Doesn't mean I can do everything, right? What should I do? That is the Ashtakarma will come under.
Okay.
So in the Ashtakarma, the day is suitable for me, but what karma is it suitable?
Okay. Sir, say for example, I want to, put an application for some job or for some school, etc., etc. In that case, should I check with that particular day or should I check with the Pakshi or whatever?
For a simple understanding, just if the bird is favorable for you and it is doing a good function for a day-to-day event, that is enough. But if you want to take it a next level, you want to take it, just the bird alone will not be there. What is the day suitable for is very, very important. You want to take it to a next level. Monday levels for normal things, you need not every time you need not take the Ashtakarma. But if it is something very, very important, I'm opening a bank account, I'm doing something else more important, then is the day actually suitable for that? It is very important.
Okay.
There are certain things allowed in Krishna Paksha, certain things allowed in Shukla
Paksha.
Okay. So is it that you must know to divide that, and then those activities which are allowed in Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha during when my bird is actually ruling off enemy, it should not be enemy bird. So what is the quality of the day is very important.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else? Any doubt? Okay. So we will move into the next bit. So we will move into the very, very important field. This is given in the original book. Or it gives you Panchapakshi. It's called Mooligai Mandala. Mooligai Mandala, the herbal mandala I've translated. The original books gives 10 herbs. And it gives you a hint to understand every other herb. So if you understand that, you can understand every herb. The full pharmacopoeia will come under a particular herb. It is very, very important. See, English medicine, allopathy medicine is different. Ayurvedic medicine, though it has a particular guna, it has a virya, it has a particular trait. One incomplete part of Ayurveda is when it is procured, you have to pluck it during a particular time. It has to be prepared in a particular time and it has to be consumed particularly. Only then it is completely magic. Certain things like Kaya Kalpa, Rasayana, certain magical things are there. So only if all three are combined, the herb's potency becomes completely full. Otherwise, it is just a simple, the properties is going to be very, very general property. It'll be there, it will still work. But you want the complete, in fact, there is even a particular mantra for every herb has a curse. The curse has to be released. Even the rishis give a particular thing, mantra to be told before you take. There's some procedure also given in the book. There is an Ashtabandhana for the herb, then you tell the release of the mantra, then practice. Only then it will give you the full effect. So, and they're so very, very particular about that. Done in such a way, these herbs will act magic. The real magic and the alchemy itself is there. So, okay, if I have to, if you go, for disease, for healing, there is Rasayana for longevity. Maybe for some ordinary things, you need to see the time and take it. But when there is something called Rasayana, as Amla, the Shatavari, the Gudichi, Chavanprash, and many other things, those are not just a concoction of so many herbs put together, made in such a particular way. There are a method of when to procure it, when it is done, and when it's consumed. At least not even the consumption part, the procure and preparation part of it is done correctly. And the person's bird is ruling, both are ruling if he does it. The property of a rasayana is very important. Rasayana is, for you to live 100 years or to get back kaya kalpa is to live beyond your age, all that. There are certain dosha karma removal herbs also. Nasar dosha, karmic residues. For Shanti, there are Shanti related herbs which will calm, pacify, remedial. For remedies, there are certain roots which is used to control each planet. You're just wearing it. It's given in all the books, the classical books, even Parasari gives. Wear this herb around the waist or keep it with you. But that's all. The herb is given, but how to procure it and use it, it is not given. This is there in the Panchapakshi. Completely what I say, when it is to be procured, how it is to be procured. So it is just not for medicinal purpose, for protection purpose, as a rasayana, or for disease and health, or for karmic. There are many herbs for karmic homa. When you do havan, there are certain herbs which are in the havan. It's very, very important to be in the havan. It's a selective herbs are used. So these for the havan must be procured in the right time for the particular. If you are doing a Mrityunjaya homa or you are doing a Sudarshana homa, there is a particular herb which is used. And you just can't go and buy in the shop and protect. There is a time when you have to cut it. And then the effect of havan will be very effective. So only then everything is done in the correct, proper manner, it becomes completely full. So,
but sir, sorry to disturb you.
Yeah, tell me.
But sir, when they said for doing havan and all, sir, generally we can't go and cut those particular things in that time. So we just go to the nearby shops and we buy it.
Buy it at least during when a bird is ruling for it. Let's say I'll give you an example. You buy it during a period of when your bird is dying, and you do the havan when the bird is dying. So what is the effect is going to
be? The effect, not much effect.
If you really want to do some magic in the havan, even the procuring matters a lot. The procuring of the herb also matters. So, now it has become very difficult. It's not procuring for a havan, you have to dry it and so many other processes. So you can't wait like that. So at least the procuring time, let it be. When I do it when it is when the bird is ruling, it is very important in that.
Okay. So but nowadays, I think all pujaris get everything by themselves. So can we tell them, no, we will buy?
So what you do, at least do it. If nothing to be followed, at least the day you are doing it, your bird must be ruling. Let's say you are doing it when your bird is dying. It will go for waste. You see, how do you check? Some people in the south, it is the nakshatra. In the north, it is the tithi.
Correct.
Tithi is important. In some places, it is a mixture of tithi and nakshatra. There is a confusion. Tithi and nakshatra in Shukla or Krishna. Okay, your birth nakshatra. Okay, it is allowed, I'm not saying. But in case that day is your dying day, what do you do? When your nakshatra. So will it be effective? There is a missing aspect where, because how the Panchapakshi is created, you must understand. It is based on a day, on a tithi, based on a nakshatra, taking the Paksha into account. So you're taking the complete Panchanga into, and the Yama. The Yama, 8 Yamas in a day, 8 Yamas. Taking into the Yamas into account, it has been formed. So very scientific, it has been made. Nakshatra, tithi, all separate. There is, you must know, it's very, very important. There is a personal, you have, and it is universal rhythm and your personal rhythm. It is not, there is a bird ruling the day. That's not your bird. So that is the universal energy. But there is something which I have, my bird, what is it doing also matters. So the connection between my bird and the day bird will tell you how the day will go. It's very important, the relationship, my bird and the day bird will matter.
Okay.
Sir, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, here we have to consider only Tithi and Nakshatra. You mean to say that? So no need to consider of like other, yoga, Karana, those things?
See, when in Panchapakshi, these three things only.
Okay. One is Tithi, Nakshatra, and Paksha.
Day will come.
Day.
Day will come. Because Karana and Yoga it is not necessary because we are taking the time. So every 2.5 hours, every 12 minutes, the Sukshma Pakshi will be from 12 to 24 minutes. And then we have something like you have Maran Kal, no? Maran Kal. Is there like that? There is a particular day also. There is a bad month. There is a bad day. Everything will come. So everything is looked after. See, current is for profession, for activity. For yoga is the spatial account for general aspects only. This first three only generally in Panchanga itself is very important. The nakshatra, the tithi, and the day is the most important factor in Panchanga.
Sir, say for example, somebody is doing some Mrityunjay home or anything related health issues. Maybe that particular day is not that favorable, but their bird is favorable. Can they still do it?
See,
even though the day is not favoring?
First tip, how do you know? How are you going to select the day? Is favorable for you? Tell me. Either take the Janma Nakshatra or you will have to take the Tarabala. Okay. Let's say I've taken Janma Nakshatra. Okay, my Nakshatra is Revati or my Nakshatra is Uttarabhadrapada. I have Saturn sitting with my Nakshatra. Is it okay? Today I'm my Nakshatra Satabhisha. Today I have Saturn and Rahu and Mars sitting in my Nakshatra. Or I'm Aslesha Nakshatra and I have Mars and Rahu in my 8th house. So you just check it up, say God, or I am Anuradha Nakshatra. My Jupiter is in transit, is in the 8th house. Okay, now how will I select? Tell me. I should take the Tarabala, I should take where is the moon position. I have to see the association of moon with any other planet. See, it's complexity of so many other things. See, and again, it is what I say, for which purpose, for what? Then you have the Panchanga. The Panchangas must be taken into account. Then I have to take the for the month it is the sun, for the year it is Jupiter, for the day it is the moon. I'll have to take all this. Where will this go? I cannot do anything any day. It's such a complexity unless you know it completely. If you are a very good astrologer, you can understand this concept. I'm not saying these are wrong. These are perfect, very good signs given by the rishis. But if you are a full-fledged astrologer, then you use the Panchanga.
Okay.
If you know all the roads completely, when to use, you can use it. I'm not saying no. In fact, the rishis themselves, certain aspects in class, I will tell you when to take Hora. They suggest Hora also. When to take Hora is given there, but it's given as a third level. When to take Hora is being given. So when to take Rahu Kala Yamakanda, it is given. When you know it, see it is there. They are not rejecting anything. It is definitely there. But primarily, I want a simple method to know today. See, two things. I should not know whether let's say today a Muhurta day. You know what's a Muhurta day? The day the Nakshatra Yoga Karana is auspicious. Right?
Yeah.
Auspicious for what? For you or for the world?
First we see for us.
See, today can be my Chandrashtamam day, but it can be a Muhurta day, right?
Yes.
So it is two things. It must be auspicious for me. The day must be auspicious for me. The Tarabala must be there. Moon must be not in 6, 8, 12. And it must be a Muhurta day. Right?
Okay. Yes, correct.
You can see the complication. How will you choose? This is a more simpler method. What is it? Where it takes the universe is in a good mode, good rhythm. I am in a good rhythm. When I and the universe are in synergy, that is called Panchapakshi. My rhythm is at perfect. I'm at my peak of my rhythm. The universe is also good. Both me and the universe are in synergy.
Okay.
And makes it very simple. Taking into account the day, the tithi, and nakshatra.
Okay, sir.
This is what is Panchapakshi Saga. In this, and it doesn't stop with that. I'm giving you the various ways what all can be done. So one of them is what I say when you're procuring herbs, no? What I say, especially for a very important healing. Let's say I'm going to start. Somebody suggests me take Chavan Prash. There are many other things like that. Some very important arishtas are there. I cannot, ask the doctor to procure and prepare and give it. Okay, at least I go and buy it in a very proper time. When do I go and buy it? It's not just a medicine. It has to, completely change my health and life. It's very important. Though they have given it as a procedure, how, when, how, everything. But at least I cannot do anything. At least I buy it during a proper time. That matters a lot. And every time when my bird is ruling, if I take it, again, it's very, very special. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So this is what given in the book, hinting. Only these 10 are given as a hint, and it leaves us to understand. The logic is hidden. It for us to find out other herbs. So there is something called Amaranthus spinosus. Okay, Arakira, it wants you to pluck it during Brahma Muhurta, during Shukla Panchami. It's a blood purifier. It's iron deficiency. Many other aspects are there. It is ruled by the vulture. Owl with water apas. There is something called Chirukire, Amaranthus bletum. It is supposed to be plucked during midnight Shukla Navami. It is supposed to calm the pitta. Very good for kidney, lymph support. It's a water element. So see, this is just a hint. I will in the class I will give you all completely 108 herbs. Which herbs is good? So this owl rules the water element. So taking this balances, harmonizes the water element. Crow is the fire. So this is Saranai. Is a particular herb. Hen, it is Takkai. This is sandalwood actually. This typical sandalwood. Pirande. Pirande is very, very good for knee pain, bone related problems, fracture healing. They will give Pirande. Adimodram is, I think the Sanskrit is very famous for cold. Everybody will take respiratory method for throat problems. It's an excellent. Another thing is lab, which is Avari and Kundrumani. These are the 10. This is hint of, see, I understand. These are in Shukla Paksha. These are Krishna Paksha. 10 herbs have been given when to take what. This is a very big hint. And with this will come the complete pharmacopoeia of iron. So this is hidden in what should we take. And this has magical properties when taken. These are all this is kitchen items. It's not somewhere very, and in fact, it's not a special herb also. So this taken, procured during a particular time when they are suggested, using them will have magical properties. Adimotral, I will always have it. It's very good for the throat. It's supposed to be reduce the thing. And sandalwood, I think it is also very easily available. Most of it is very easily. All the first 3 are greens actually. All the 3 different types of greens, which I think in cooking, most of them will always use. This, in fact, these are all available in my market itself. It's not a rare thing. Most of them are used in the kitchens. Items are most usually used in the kitchens. So these some very big, and with this, there's a complete pharmacopoeia of 108 herbs. Their meaning. So if you understand what is herbs related to which tattva or which bird, taking them will for your health and for many other purpose, for rasayana, all that will matter. So it is very important to understand the bird first if you are taking these herbs. Any doubts on these herbs? This is from the original. Okay, it is all understandable for you all. These terms, I've given you both these terms. The local, what is given. So this, they give it as 3 gates. The pluck gate, the prepare gate, when to process and when to use. So this 3 purposes, imagine how sacred it must be. So it is just not, in fact, in the Bhagavad Gita, it says eating food itself. No? There are 4 aspects of eating food. The person, how you get the food, so the person who prepares the food and the place where you're eating and the mental state which you eat, all matters in it. So all can be under dosha. That's why it says chant the Brahmarpanam mantra. There are different mantras for it. It's a normal spiritual thing that's given. Same thing for a medicine. It's not some you use. It has a particular property. however it is prepared, whenever it is taken, the herb will always have its property. No, it will have 30-40% of the herb. Its complete properties related to a nakshatra, day, paksha, day and night. If you take it during that time and prepare it, it will have magical effects. Alchemy is based on that. The whole aspect of the word called alchemy, it is not alchemy, it is medicine. Normal medicine, if done in the proper time, the knowledge of time, it becomes alchemy. You can do anything with it. Okay, we will be there is Ashtakarma also. This is related to 108 names. With the Ashtakarma, the 3-gate protocol, and Chavan Prash, Brahmi, Grita, and many other things which is related to which bird, which person's bird can take Chavan Prash regularly, who can take Brahma Grita, who can take Tripala, who can take certain Rasayana, who can take certain Arishta is all part of it. In class, I will tell you all in detail for each person which will suit. So this can be like a tonic. Like you take your multivitamin. It's very important for each bird has multivitamin herb to be taken. At least you cannot do it. Buy it during the stem and take it. If you make it more special every time. It is rolling once in a day, twice it is rolling. So you can choose it or the eating time. So you have a lot of time. You can just choose it and do it at that particular time. Okay, this is the this ends this particular session. So you can maybe off it and on
it. So do I stop the recording?
Yeah, yeah, because yes.
Just trying to stop.